Mehul, you need to turn your camera on. Mehul, am I audible? Good morning, बच्चे. Mehul, am I audible?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Just wait for a minute or so that the others will join and after we'll be starting. Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Sure. Please turn your camera on so that we could start the class. Quickly turn your camera on. Each and everyone, you need to turn your camera on. Hridayansh, Aditya, Mehul,
Sir, just
Iram,
opening in a minute.
Morning, sir.
Mehul, Iram, Myra, Pratyush.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Beta, please turn your camera on. You all have to remain your camera on during the class.
Good morning.
Dev,
Yes, sir.
turn your camera on.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So we were discussing the chapter. Sorry, we were doing the SQL queries, no? We were executing the SQL queries yesterday. But today we'll be moving to the next chapter, which is cloud computing, that we need to discuss. Okay? Class 8c. 8c, I'm talking to you, beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, so let's start with the chapter cloud computing. Do you have any idea what is cloud computing?
It's storing or any type of file in any other server using the network
And
without using internal memory.
how many types of network do we have? I told you when I just took your first class in the month of
Sir,
April when I was teaching you the chapter
sir,
topology.
sir, there are several like LAN, WAN,
No,
MAN.
these are the types of network. I'm just asking, uh, how can we connect with the help of networks? There are only two types of network. I told you peer-to-peer network, and the other one is client-server network. Got it?
Oh,
Good
morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Better please turn your camera on. Anvesha, sir, Dev,
Okay, sir.
You all are requested to please turn your camera on. Pratyush, Myra, Mehul, Liram, Hridayansh. So let's start with this chapter, cloud computing. So earlier we used to store data in our external storage, right? Like we have to utilize pen drive and all. We'll be storing data in hard disk, SSD, and all. But nowadays, there are certain cloud computing services provided by the different companies. In India, largest cloud computing service provided by AWS, which is Amazon Web Server. Okay, but now, with the development of new technologies, apart from the storage in computer hard drive and external devices, there is a facility to store the data online. But if we want to store the data online, why there is what kind of resources we need? Any idea, anyone? If we want to store data online,
Sir, any network on which we can store.
any kind, it means we have a good internet connection. Okay,
And sir,
and what? Yes, Aditya. And what?
nothing.
Chalo.
Sir, like
Now let's move to the main topic, which is cloud computing. So basically, it is an internet-based service that facilitates you to store the data online using the web. Okay, without any additional software. It means there is a server installed somewhere on which we are storing the data. Let's suppose, like, let's take an example of Gmail. You can, is it possible to access the Gmail only from the same phone on which you have created the Gmail account? You can access it from
So
any
we can
mobile.
access it from anywhere.
You can
so we
access
can
it
access
from
it from
anywhere or
anywhere.
from any devices. Okay, it means the data you have stored on email, you can access it from anywhere or from any devices. Okay, that is the concept of cloud computing. Clear, bacha?
Yes.
Dave, कैमरा क्यों ऑफ है बेटा?
यार
No.
फोन बार बार गिर जाता
सर
है
वो दूसरे कमरे में शिफ्ट हो रहा था.
Okay, now let's move to the main topic. Why there is a need to use cloud computing? Anyone having any idea why there is a need to use cloud computing?
सर फॉर स्टोरिंग
Basically, yes,
data.
Anvisha, you want to say something?
Sir, for storing data and for backing it up.
Backing it up. Yes, Aditya, you raised your hand.
We store data in a cloud computer from where
Hmm.
we can access it, and it has many advantages as well, as we can access
So
it
if
from
we just
everywhere
talk the
and no
proper
internet lag.
definition of cloud computing, we can say that cloud computing refers to the delivery of computing services such as servers, storage, databases, networking software, and all, and analytics over internet. It allows users to access resources on demand without needing physical infrastructure. What does it mean? It allows user to access resources on demand without needing physical infrastructures. What does it mean? Let's suppose if you want to store something and you are not having your pen drive, you are not having your hard disk, you are not having your solid state drive, ssd, then how will you store? Obviously you will be going to choose cloud computing services. Okay, so this line states that it allows users to access resources on demand without needing physical infrastructure. Means to say we don't need to use the physical infrastructure. Okay, we don't buy.
Good morning,
We,
sir.
good morning, Chitransh. Beta, why are you late?
Sir, I was having
Hmm.
breakfast.
It may chalo, no issue. It means that we no need to buy the resources again and again to store the data. Okay, we can always store the data with the help of cloud computing services. Now, the next question arises: why use cloud computing? Why there is a need to use the cloud computing services? Anyone of you?
So, sir,
Yes.
we can use cloud computing as it is easy and we can access it from any
Hmm.
part of the world without the actual
Yes,
device from
and we can
which it has been
easily.
stored.
Anyone else? Samrid, yes, Samrid, you raised your hand.
Sir, cloud computing is used because in cloud computing we can store large size of data very easily.
Anvesha, sorry, Ara,
Yes, sir.
why there is a need to use cloud computing services?
Sir, because it is easily accessible from computers with the internet connection, and it is very reliable as it can protect our data.
No, it can't protect our data. It means you are just giving the access to the third party website to store your data. You can say that it can protect our data, but in the real scenario, you can't say that if they are not following the encryption technique.
Okay, sir.
Sir, it is used to back up our data if it is lost or stolen.
Yes, we can say. So let's discuss the first point given in our book, and after that we'll be discussing my point as well. I'll be discussing my point as well. First point in the book is the file storage. So you can store all types of file on the cloud computing documents, pictures, spreadsheet, music, presentations, ebooks, and many more. There are a few examples. Dropbox and Google Drive are some of the most popular cloud-based storage services. Google Drive is a pre-installed in Android devices. So if you have any photo or any other file generated from a smartphone, it can be uploaded to the Google Drive. If we don't have any space in our mobile phone, we can use Google Drive to store it. Even though if we want to access it from another devices, we can also use the Google Drive. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chitrash, now you have to read the next point. File sharing.
Sharing. The cloud makes it easy to share files with several people at the same time. For example, you could upload several photos to a cloud-based photo service like Flickr or iCloud Photos, and then quickly share them with friends and family.
Instead of sharing it from Bluetooth and all, because you all know that Bluetooth is a kind of old technology. We have a new technology named like we can save our photo and we can directly share the link to them, and they can download the photographs, they can download the videos from that shared link. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now the
sir.
next, now let's discuss my point first. Let's consider the cost effectiveness. Basically, with the help of cloud computing, it eliminates the need of purchasing and maintaining hardware. No need to purchase and maintain the hardware again and again. If you are using cloud-based services, you have to just pay to them, and they'll just buy the resources whenever it is needed and decrease the according to the number of storage. Now, next point is scalability. If we just talk about scalability, what is it? Do you have any idea?
So the opportunity to scale up
The
the
opportunity
servers.
to scale up, or we can say that resources can be scaled up or down based on the demand. भाई जब मार्केट में डिमांड होगी then we can buy the new resources. Okay, जब डिमांड नहीं होगी then we can decrease the resource number of resources. Clear? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now let's move to the next point, which is flexibility. What does it mean? Flexibility? Anyone? What a flexibility means?
that we can access it in many types of devices,
We can access it in
in different types of devices.
different types of devices or from anywhere. Okay, instead of instead of from a particular location, we can access it from anywhere. Okay, now the last point is reliability. So data backup and recovery ensure business continuity. Okay, so let's discuss the first given point in the book, backing up data. Who is going to read it? I think Iram is going to read.
Backing up of data. You can also use the cloud to protect your files. Apps like Mozi and Carbonite automatically back up your data to the cloud. Lost, stolen, damaged, you will be able to files from this way. If your computer is lost, stolen, or damaged, you will still be able to recover these files from the cloud.
Exactly. With the help of backing up data online, we are always able to get the copy of same data in case of lost and damaged and all. Like हो सकता है hard disk may be corrupted. But in case of cloud storage, they'll be responsible for backing up your data. Okay. Now let's discuss the key features of cloud computing. First one is centralized data storage. What does it mean? Anyone having any idea? Centralized data storage?
So the data is stored in a main server instead of spreading it in different
Yes,
clients.
instead of just your important files you can store on a centralized server like in the particular location, and you no need to worry about like whenever you need it you can easily access it. Next is data accessibility from anywhere. As you all know that we can access the data from the different devices as well, any other mobile phone, any other network. The real time collaborative work, whatsoever you are whatsoever changes you are doing in the data, the same changes will be saving into the cloud computing. Shreyans, why are you joining again and again? Now let's discuss the good amount of storage space. With the help with to pay for like if we just pay to the cloud storage companies, then they'll just give the good storage for storing our data instead of buying the resources again and again. Okay, there are few key features and more. First one is, let's discuss another one is on demand self services. What does it mean, on demand self services?
What, sir?
On demand self service. Any one of you? Dev, Chitransh, Mehul, Myra, Aram, Hridyansh, Anvesha, Nukal. What does it mean? On demand self services. Class 8A. We have already completed this in your class section. So I'm hoping answer from you. Alokik, Pathak, Anukal.
Sir, I think it was some feature of cloud computing in which you can retrieve the data anytime
Beta,
by
it
your
simply
own.
means instead of asking the pen
A
drive
cloud.
and devices again and again, you can just use the resources without human interaction. Okay, Google,
If
let's take an example of Google Drive. Google Drive is always responsible if you want to store something, they never ask from their clients, they never ask from their developer to give them storage. They have their predefined algorithm. On the basis of that algorithm, you are able to store your data inside their servers. Got it? Clear?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's move to the broad network access. What does it mean? Broad network. अभी तो discuss करा था that broad network access.
Can be accessed
Sir,
from any
there is
type
a
of
large
network.
network of cloud computing, so it can be accessed from anywhere.
Yes, it can be accessible from anywhere with the help of what? Is it possible to use the cloud services
Broad.
without the internet?
With the help of internet.
No,
Yes,
sir.
with the help of internet. Good. Now
Hmm.
next is
With the
resource pooling. Resource pooling. What does it mean?
resource pooling.
Yes.
I
It
don't know.
uses less resources.
To use? Yes, Aditya.
It is a
Yes.
function that sir multiple consumer can use it.
Yeah, multiple consumers can dynamically use the same resource. Okay, shared resources, we can also say that shared resources dynamically allocated to users. Let's suppose I have a one server and I have this capacity of to store the data for 50 GB. Then I'll just allocate the dedicated number of dedicated GB data to per user. Okay. Next point is rapid elasticity. Anukal.
Sir,
Rapid
these are the features of cloud computing.
Yes, these are the key features of. Don't worry, my notes लिखवाऊंगा. Don't worry about it. Okay. Next feature is rapid
Okay, sir.
elasticity. What does it mean?
Sir,
Yes.
cloud computing, sir, to meet demand.
We can say that to meet the demand of the, मतलब resources can be up. That we had discussed in the point is scalability. Like resources can be scaled up or decrease also with the number of based on the workload. Okay. Clear? Class 8C.
Sir, can
Clear?
you repeat this?
Which one? Rapid elasticity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. बेटा लाइक मेरे पास अभी वर्कलोड जैसे कम हुआ, ठीक है। अब मेरे को पता है मेरा वर्कलोड कम हो गया, तो मैं उसमें क्या करूंगा, जो मेरे डिवाइसेस हैं मैं उनका यूज बंद कर दूंगा, जिससे मेरी क्या होगी, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की बचत होगी, ठीक है। मेरे डिवाइसेस भी जल्दी खराब नहीं होंगे, ठीक। और जब मेरे नंबर ऑफ जब मेरा वर्कलोड बढ़ जाएगा, देन मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं उन रिसोर्सेज को और बढ़ाऊंगा, ठीक है। दैट इज द रैपिड elasticity means to say, like according to the need you just scale up or downgrade the resources. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Got it? बात
Yes,
समझ
sir.
में आई बच्चा?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
चलो, now let's move to the advantages of cloud computing. So who is going to read it and I am going to explain. First exam advantage is cost saving.
Sir, may
Yes, please.
I, cost saving. Cost saving is the biggest benefit of
They
cloud
your voice
computing.
is not clear.
Cost saving. Cost saving is the biggest benefit of cloud computing. It helps you to save substantial capital cost as it does not need any physical hardware investments.
Hmm.
Also, you do not need trained personnel to maintain the hardware. The buying and managing of equipment are done by cloud service provider.
Obviously,
High speed.
wait a minute, yeah, let me explain this. Cost saving. If we just talk about cost saving, we all know that if we are using the cloud computing service, we are not responsible for getting the resources affected by electricity and all. The only the cloud service provider is responsible for that. Okay, so cloud service cost saving can be done with the help of cloud service. We have to only pay the particular amount to that cloud service provider, and we are able to store our things. No need to buy the resources again and again. That pen drive has been filled now, and we have to buy a new pen drive. The storage hard disk has been filled. Okay, next.
High speed. Cloud computing enables you to deploy a service quickly in fewer clicks. This faster deployment allows you to get the resource required for your system within a few minutes.
Good. Now, who is going to start next? Who's going to read? Anvesha is here.
Yes, sir.
Anvesha, now you have to read.
Sir, from high speed.
No, from backup and restore data.
Once the data is stored in the cloud, it the backup and recovery of that, which is otherwise a very time-consuming process on the computer hard drive.
As you all know, if we just will just copy the data from one pen drive या one computer to another, like अगर data 2-4 GB में, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about when we have data around like 1,000, 1 TB, 1,000 TB and all. Then it would be a very difficult process. But with the help of cloud computing, just we need a single click and good internet connection, and then our data will be back up on the server. And even though we can easily restore, just take an example of WhatsApp. जब हम लोग WhatsApp का बैकअप करते हैं, then will be able to restore it in a very quick and fast, efficient way. Next.
Mobility. Employees who are working on the premises or at remote locations can easily access all the cloud services. All they need is internet connectivity.
Next.
Unlimited storage. Okay, sir. Such,
The cloud
hello,
offers.
sir.
Yes, Vita, please carry on.
The cloud offers almost limitless storage capacity. A certain amount of storage is available free of cost, beyond which the user can expand it on monthly or annual subscription basis.
Hmm. Like unlimited storage, there is the, like if we want to increase the storage capacity, we have to pay a particular amount to that cloud service provider, and the cloud service provider will increase our capacity whenever it is not needed. Why there is a need to pay to him? Okay. Now, who is going to read the disadvantages of cloud computing? who is going to read the disadvantages of cloud computing? No one. So let me tell you. I think no. Anshuman is going to read. Anshuman, are you there, beta? Anshuman, are you there? Mehul, Dave,
Yes, sir.
Mehul, start reading it.
Okay, sir. Disadvantages of cloud computing. Technical issues. Technology is always prone to outrage and other technical issues. Even the reputed cloud service provider companies may face this type of trouble despite keeping high
High
standards of
standard of
maintenance.
maintenance. Let's talk about like what can be technical issues they will be facing, like electricity supply, and it might be like कोई device dump हो गया उनका. These kind of technical issues they will be facing. Okay. Next, downtime.
Downtime. Downtime should also be considered while working with cloud computing. That's because your cloud provider may face power loss or low internet connectivity, service maintenance, and other issues.
Internet connectivity. Chalo,
Internet connectivity.
Now you stop.
Okay.
Hridayansh, now you are going to read internet connectivity.
Stuff
Yeah.
from internet connectivity.
From internet. Hridayansh, start reading from internet connectivity, bacha.
Yes, sir.
Start reading from internet connectivity.
Good internet connectivity is a must in cloud computing. You can't access the cloud without an internet connection. Moreover, there is no other way to gather data from the cloud.
Next, lower bandwidth.
Lower bandwidth. Many cloud storage services providers limit the bandwidth usage with their users. So, in case if your organization surpasses the given allowance, the additional
Charges,
charges could be significantly high.
lack of support.
Lack of support. Cloud computing companies fail to provide proper support to customers. Moreover, they want their users to depend on FAQs or online help, which
FAQs
can't
like
be a
terms and conditions. Okay. Hmm.
okay, sir. Which can be a
Tedious
tedious
job,
job for non-technical.
difficult task, which can be a difficult. Tedious job stands for difficult task. Okay. Now, Chitransh, you are going to start. What is a web app? Chitransh,
What is a web app?
yeah.
There are web application or web apps that run in the cloud and do not need to be installed on your computer. Many of the most popular sites on the internet are actually web apps. You may have even used a web app without realizing it. Let's take a look at some popular web apps. Facebook. Facebook lets you create an online profile and interact with your friends. Profiles and conversations can be uploaded at any time. So Facebook uses web app technologies to keep the information up to date. Pixlr. Pixlr is an image editing application that runs in your web browser. Much like Adobe Photoshop, it includes many advanced features like color correction and sharpening tools. Google Docs.
Wait
Google
a
Docs
minute.
is an office suite
Facebook owned by
that runs.
Who founded the
Meta.
Facebook? Yes, who founded the Facebook?
Sir, Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. In year
Sir, 2004.
2004, which is given in at the bottom of the book. है ना अनुकल?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Chitransh. And what is Pixlr? Is there any other software like Pixlr? Chitransh, they that we have worked in the computer lab.
Sir, Photoshop.
Yep. Photoshop, nahi, it is like we can also say that Canva is also like a software which we can open on the web browser. Photoshop we can't open without installing the software. Okay, chalo, carry on.
Okay.
Google Docs is an office suite that runs in your browser. Much like Microsoft Office, you can use it to create documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and much more. Because the files are stored in cloud, it is easy to share them with others.
Shall we stop now? Who is going to read? Who wants to read?
Cloud storage
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
application. Cloud computing
Arey
enables
Chitransh,
you
wait a
to
minute.
store.
Who wants to read? Any one of you?
Sir, may I?
Yes, Amrit, carry on.
Cloud storage
Amrit, your voice is not
Cloud,
clearly audible.
cloud storage application. Sir, now my voice is audible.
Hmm.
Sir, my voice is audible.
No, your voice is not clearly audible, Bachu. It's like buffering. Your voice is buffering. Anyone else? Saloni?
Sir, may I?
Yeah. Anvesha, you chalo 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 pado.
Okay, sir. Cloud storage application. Cloud computing enables you to store, edit, and also organize your data using the internet. Using cloud storage, one can share data. There are many cloud storage applications which include Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, Mega Drive, Amazon Drive, and so on. Dropbox. Dropbox is a client software file hosting service providing personal cloud file synchronization. You can collaborate with your projects while you are working in a team. You can safely sync data across all devices. Your file size must be 50 GB or smaller. Amazon Drive. Amazon Drive is an application by Amazon. Here, services of cloud storage, file sharing, photo printing, and file backup are available. This can also be used to organize and edit photos online. It also helps to sync files and folders.
Okay, there are certain
Mega
cloud storage applications in which you are there. The first one is the Dropbox, another one is the Amazon Drive, next one is the Mega Drive. Okay, carry on.
Mega Drive. Mega Drive is an online storage platform.
Hmm.
It is available for
It was
Windows,
launched.
Mac,
Yes, yes, carry on.
Mac and Linux platforms. You can upload or download files up to 1 GB every 6 hours.
Underline this.
You can sync.
Underline this. You can upload or download files up to 1 GB every 6 hours.
Okay, sir.
Once you have done, start.
Yes, sir. There, you can sync files and folders. There is free storage up to 50 GB.
Hmm.
Microsoft OneDrive. Let us learn more about Microsoft OneDrive. It was launched on August 4th, 2007.
Underline it.
All
Underline it.
okay.
It was launched on August 4, 2007.
All the users who have Microsoft accounts can avail of this service for free. All the operating systems, including Windows, Mac, Android, and iOS, are compatible with this service.
Hmm.
If you are using Windows 10, OneDrive is an inbuilt feature on your computer or laptop.
So now let's solve this comprehension. First one, I'm just giving you 30 seconds to solve this comprehension, and after that we'll be discussing. Do it first. Just given on page number 170. Once you have done, please raise your hand in the comment box so that we could discuss this. Iran done. Prakash good. And then okay, good. Okay, good. Arantik, Adit, Anshuman, Anupal, Pratyash, and Mehul. What about
Sir,
you?
what?
Once you have
Sir,
done with the
what?
comprehension, please let me know sir, that I have done this. So let's discuss the first one. AWS. What is it? Let's discuss the first comprehension. AWS. What is it? What will be the answer of AWS?
Sir, Amazon.
Yes, it's
Amazon.
The
next.
Amazon Web Service.
Yes. Next, high speed.
Amazon.
No, beta, high speed.
Sir, advantage.
Advantage. Good. Next, lower bandwidth.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Good.
Disadvantage.
OneDrive. OneDrive.
Microsoft.
OneDrive by
Microsoft.
Microsoft. And Mega Drive.
50
50 GB.
GB.
50 GB.
TGB.
And photo edit.
Pixlr.
Pixel. Good.
Pixel.
So let's just बता दे रहा हूँ. First AWS. First का B Amazon. Second का D advantage. Okay. First का B. Second का D advantage. थर्ड लोअर बैंडविड्थ का हो जाएगा बच्चे डिसएडवांटेज ई. ओके. फोर्थ वन ड्राइव का बच्चे हो जाएगा क्या माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एफ. ओके. एनीवन हैविंग एनी डाउट्स? नेक्स्ट आपका मेगा ड्राइव. मेगा ड्राइव का आपका हो जाएगा बच्चा 50 GB. ऑप्शन नंबर ए. एंड फोटो एडिट आपका हो जाएगा कौन सा ऑप्शन सी विच इज पिक्सलार. And I hope less than 1 minute left in the class. Class is being to turn off automatically. So you all are requested to read this chapter again because tomorrow we'll be making the notes of this chapter. Anyone having any doubts?
No, sir.
And anyone, any kind of doubts? You may ask please if you are having any doubts.